You talk about having an authenticity that is just more real than what we're used to. But would you be okay with being at a church and the worship leader, before they start, saying, hey guys, just wanted to let you know I'm here to lead you in worship, but I'm struggling with if I even believe in God right now?
Oof. I think that's I think there's an interesting juxtaposition of that. I think if you are in leadership of a church, there is nothing wrong with taking a break to figure things out and, admitting like, hey, I'm struggling right now. The church was meant to be a community that helps each other in those struggles. So I think there needs to be that authenticity where we feel comfortable telling our church what we're struggling with. But in running my page, like one thing that I do fairly frequently is I have people share their secrets. And I just say, like, what have you not told anybody? And then I just post them out there for people to see. And every time I do it, it completely breaks my heart because it shows that we are not at a place as Christians yet where we have that community. Because I hope one day I post that question and I don't get a single submission, because everybody's in beautiful communities where they can say, hey, I'm really struggling. I messed up. I don't know what to think about God anymore, and I want to find answers. I think there's a real rawness in that people will come around them and help them, because I always think if someone told me that, I would want to like take them under my arm, hear their story, help them figure it out. I don't think I have all the answers, but I want to help them find somebody who does. Whether that's therapy, whether that's a pastor, a mentor, a friend, a family member, I want to get them connected if they're hurting. And the fact that there are people in church who are scared to talk about what they're struggling with because they've never heard anybody else talk about that, that's where we just get in a cycle of loneliness. Because when you see the Christian movies, Christian radio, all that stuff, you don't hear those issues talked about. Thus, people think I'm alone and nobody will understand what I'm going through, so I'm never going to tell anybody until they either get caught or have some sort of episode or something like that, until it gets to a point where it's really bad. And I wish there was a point where someone could say like, hey, I'm having really bad anxiety coming to church this morning. Will you bring me and like walk out with me if I can't handle it? Mm-hmm. Like, how amazing would that be if we could have that conversation openly? Yeah. And that's where I think Christian media needs to set the example by starting those conversations, showing these people they aren't alone, showing these people that there is hope and they can get help. We just need to start building those communities, and the media can be the trendsetters for that.
Man, yeah. I love it. It's like a church 2.0, or like what you want the church to
look like. No, it should be
like.
Church 1.0. Like it shouldn't be church 2.0. This is how it's supposed to be from the beginning.
I want to brag. Right. I want to brag on my church a little bit, because I feel like my church does a really good job of this from the leadership. They are very transparent. Well, I shouldn't say very, but they will allude to the fact that they have deep struggles. And they will tell from the pulpit, say, I have these struggles in my life, and these are normal. These are things that we can cast before the Lord and trust him even through the midst of them, even if they aren't removed. Where I feel like a lot of churches, through like the ages, have embraced a type of certainty and like almost like an impervious defense or a perfection, where, nothing, if you're a man of God, there should be nothing you're struggling with. You should be completely anxiety-free. Actually, anxiety is a sin, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of churches, I believe, at least in the American church that we have grown up in, I've grown up in, I feel like that's a thing where you cannot show vulnerability from the pulpit. You cannot share struggles whatsoever. And as a church congregant, you shouldn't either. And it's any type of weakness that you show within the church, you're not a real Christian, because you should have the joy of the Lord. You should have the strength that, overcomes, or the peace that overcomes understanding. But I don't feel that is biblical. Like, you have the prophet Jeremiah, who was called the weeping prophet. The dude was depressed. The dude was hurting. And, the Lord, I don't think ever delivered him. Samson as well, I don't think the Lord ever delivered him from certain things. He used him, and he delivered him through certain things, but I don't think as Christians we can say, I know with absolute certainty that I will not have any struggles in my life. I think, if anything, that is sinful, because the Bible says that he who says he's without sin is a liar. And I think we lie to each other when we act like there's nothing wrong, there's no issues whatsoever in our homes, there's no struggles. But yeah, I want to shout out my church, Community Evangelical Church. because I feel they do a great job of that, and it's helped really ease me as a former pastor going into ministry again, or into church again, and seeing that it can be done.
Hey y'all, we hope you loved this conversation. Here at Young Married Christian, we are on a mission to see a gospel-centered home made available for every single child in the foster care system. There are 400,000 kids in the foster care system, and there are 400,000 churches in America. Wow, that is crazy. This is absolutely a solvable problem, and we want to be a part of it. If you want to join us in that mission, text the word freedom to 833-370-1610.
833-370-1610. 833-370-1610.
I just did it.
And another thing you can do that is really helpful is to smash the like button on this video.
Smash it like Satan's face. Crush it like it's Lucifer's head.
It really helps us a ton, so smash that like button, subscribe to this channel.
That's it.
Smash the like button on this video.